Hi, morning folks. We supposed to do this video yesterday, but just get the time today. We was a little busy yesterday installing some plastic. So today, this is the end. Welcome to the review of the Agasol 91836. This is the end of week 2. Just wanted to give you all an update as to how it's progressing. So this is the lettuce that we've been trying. We also have some pak choy I think there, but we'll get to that in a while. Right, so this is the lettuce that we have the end of week 2. We've seen some good growth, nice green foliage, red's looking nice, coming in nice. Right, so I'm trying to give you all a shot as to how it would look from week 1 to week 2, so you can see the differences in growth. Right, so for comparison, we have these here that we planted. These would have been a little shy of a week old because we planted them on Sunday evening. Right, but they're coming along nice so far. We've seen some nice roots. This is the week 1. Right, new roots now starting to appear. But let's focus on the week 2, because this is the one that we started with the Agasol. Right, those were running on 1 week with the plant prod. Then we switched to the master blend. So we can't really judge that, because those would have been a week running with the master blend and the Agasol. So we're watching these here. These would have been 2 weeks old. So we're just gonna take a quick glimpse of the roots. Right, so as you can see, the roots looking okay. So far so good. Nice green growth. Right, no dead leaves, no chlorosis or anything on the lettuce so far. Right, so the reds also have a nice color, and we're seeing some nice growth, nice leaf development. Let's pull out a plant and check out the roots. Right, we could also see some nice white roots. So it's coming along nice so far. But one issue that we are having, and I would like to talk to you all about, is this. Let me stop this. Is the pak choy. So we know that pak choy are heavy feeders, yes, and they require a lot more nutrients than the lettuce. Right, almost twice as much nutrients as the lettuce. But I have successfully grown pak choy in lettuce ppm, which is between 7 to 900. Right, so one issue that we are having with the Agasol is the iron. We are seeing a lot of iron deficiency from as early as 2 weeks onwards. Now these plants are in the process of being corrected, but as you can see, the leaves have some chlorosis on them, and when it is that the leaves have the veins with green, is usually an iron deficiency. Now these were treated with some iron chelate. There are 2 different types of iron chelate. There are what you would call the EDTA, which is the gold color one, and there is the EDDHA, which is the red color one. Now just wanted to tell you all a little bit about the both iron chelates and how it is that they perform. So a lot of people would be accustomed to the gold color one. Now the gold color, which is the EDTA, that is the one that Agasol uses as the chelating agent. The EDTA chelating agent is stable up to a pH 6.5. So that means that if it is that your pH reaches 6.5, the iron starts to precipitate in the solution, and it precipitates more than 50%. So that means that if your pH is 6.5 in the solution, you would have 50% of the iron that you put in available to the plants, which is bad. That is in the EDTA. Now as the pH increases to 6.5, 6.6, 6.7, the availability of iron in the nutrient also decreases drastically. When it reaches a pH around 7, there is almost 0% of iron available. Now in the NFT system, we try to maintain a pH between 5.5 to 6.5. Now ideally lettuce should be grown at a pH 5.8 to 6.3, but there's also room for that variation up to 6.5. But the EDTA iron chelate is becoming an issue where we're seeing a lot of yellowing leaves starting from the second week, which is a bit alarming. Alright, so now that simply means that if you have heavy feeders like kale and pak choy and mustard and celery and whatever requires a higher ppm, you would also need to add some iron chelate. Now the type of iron chelate that you're going to add would be determined by the pH that you must maintain. Now the other type of iron chelate, which is the EDDHA, that is the red one, that is the better iron chelate to use, because that iron chelate is stable up to a pH 9. Now your solution will never reach a pH 9, well, at least I hope so. So that means up to pH 9, the red color iron is going to be 100% available to your plants. Alright, so the basic issue that I'm having with the Agasol is the chelating agent used to make the iron available to the plants. Right? If they use probably the EDDHA agent, that would have made the iron available up to a pH 9, which would have been better for plants like the pak choy and the kale. So now this is not a video to bash the Agasol or anything like that. This is an honest review to show you all how the Agasol performs in a system like this. Right? So any questions, anything you all have, we're going to be doing a weekly update on week 3, the end of week 3, and we're going to be doing an update on the end of week 4 to see what's the final comparison like, together with the master blend and the plant prod, which we tried before. So just a recap, we have some issues with the iron availability in the Agasol, which is mainly due to the chelating agent being the EDTA and not the EDDHA. So if it is that we just correct those things, we introduce probably around 40 grams of the iron chelate, the EDDHA, to the solution, and we're already seeing signs of correction in terms of the chlorosis of the leaves. Right, so Ravindra, hey Hafiz morning, what are you using to judge good roots or good leaves? We're using both, because without good roots we can't get good leaves. Right, so we want to make sure that the roots nice and healthy. We want to make sure that the leaves also nice and healthy. We want to make sure that the leaves have no discoloration, have no tip burn, and we want to make sure that we're not seeing any dead roots also. Right, so using everything as a factor to judge. Now this is my personal test. Remember, because of where you live, the environment, the changes might be different, so you might get a different result. So you could also try it. It's not a problem, because right now is a global shortage of fertilizers, and we as hydroponic farmers, we have to look at different alternatives to keep our production going. Right, we can't be brand loyal at this point in time. Now yes, there are very good brands, but it also comes down to availability of the certain brands and the price also. So if we are getting similar or better performance from different brands, it should also be taken into consideration to use that also as an option for your hydroponic setup. Alright, so that is the end of week 2 with the Agasol 91836. I hope it was informative. If you all have any questions, feel free to comment and I'll try my best to respond. Alright, so you all take care and have a good day. We will take our next update probably next week Sunday, around the same time, as long as I get some time, to give you a next update at the end of week 3 using the Agasol. Alright, take care. Thank you. Bye.